New manifestations. Let's go. New beginnings. Let's echo that in again. I like hearing myself. I'm getting more open to hearing myself. Doing good. How is the audio? And we have 8-Bit Mike as moderator. Okay, Moon Tribe. I told you it was going to be pretty fast coming back into this, right? We went from full moon, a double full moon, right into new moon. And in Gemini, let me see, we're right around wrapping up Gemini season, but just as a shout out to my mom, to 8-Bit Mike, to all those Geminis, my papi, all those that we love. We always need you, Geminis. You have that beautiful way of learning on the fly. You explore, you're adventurous to a degree, you have your routines, all of that. We need you all. We always need you all to kind of see that big bird's eye view. Us earth signs, we're always down into that focal, that small detailed stuff. So do love my Geminis. Though you are a polar opposite, you do get on my nerves. Let's just be real. But we love you. We definitely love you. And in this new moon, we get to absorb and take in this energy on speaking, writing, organizing our thoughts. Heard what I said? Organizing our thoughts. We're not going to be scattered. We're going to be very focused on outlining all of that stuff. And we need it, right? We need it to get to the rest of this year, to really figure out our direction, hone into our direction, and explore. I do have just one announcement I'll make earlier right now, just so that we can hone in on it, because it does happen at the end of this month, which is Mercury retrograde. Nothing to be alarmed about. Very interestingly enough, as I noticed in astrology for this year, Mercury retrograde goes 3 times this year, not 4, and it focuses all in the water, all in water signs. So this last one was in Pisces in February to March. And this most recent one is in now, which will be in Cancer season. And then the last one will be in November in Scorpio. Hello, Nelson. Welcome. The new moon will be July 14th, which will be in Cancer. And then we'll also have July 29th if you want to just pin it right now. Or please subscribe, press the bell notification so you can be notified. Otherwise, just pop in when you see me and the Moon Tribe, because we love it. I love seeing my Moon Tribe. I'll go over the other dates that I have going on. I had a few tarot decks that I'm feeling today. But you know, with Gemini, the traits of Gemini, they are having 50 million thoughts all the time. They're very fast thinkers. By the time they've had the conversation with you, they've already had a conversation with themselves. No shame. Hello, Mr. Wise. So it's very interesting how Geminis will have this beautiful trait and having to kind of keep up with us, learning how to slow down because of how fast and innovative they are. And again, this is the energy that we're using for the month. It's something to consider. You know, don't take it with a grain of salt. This is just to help you. If it resonates with you, great. If it doesn't resonate with you, please sign off. Yeah, there's so many other channels that you can look at. I don't need no hate. I don't spread no hate, so don't bring hate over here. Okay? Thank you. Oh, we're getting into 343 subscribers. Yes. Trying to get me to 500. Yes. 500. Seven of Pentacles. Okay. All right. Yes, let's go. A lot of Pentacles here. Energy. Okay. I'm still getting over my sickness. So I'm going to really be on the clock today. I'm going to probably really do a hard hour stop. Even though I love like talking with you guys and really giving the insight, I just can't. I got to hone in on my voice. I've been sick for like 5 days. So I appreciate any comments that you have, because yeah, it sucks when you're sick. But what we have here is a lot of growth. You know, growth, emotions, you know, depth of yourself. You know, honing in on this voice. You know, you have 7 of Pentacles here. You know, you're growing your gifts, you're growing your abundance. Again, you're not at the completion mark, you're still at that 7, but you're after the halfway point. You're really starting to see progress. You're starting to see the harvesting of what you've been building. You know, 10 of Swords, you know, is kind of a completion, a real turnaround with the music. Oh, turn around with the music? You know, Michael, it's almost all the way up, so I'll just do it a little bit more. I want to make sure people can still hear me over the music, because my insight is more important than the music. So 10 of Swords is like the completion of walking away from something that is hurting us. Maybe you're starting to see the tendencies that you do, maybe in your business, maybe in your studying, maybe in what you've been working on lately. You're starting to see the habits that are not good. Like, not even, I don't even say like you're starting to, like you have. Like at 10, it's like you're done. You're like, okay, this isn't working, and I'm going to move on to something higher. I'm going to go to higher ground. I'm going to go toward those better energies, those better places, to really think about how you're going to cultivate that better part of you. You know, because Pentacles is everything that is ground. So everything that is abundance, everything that you can physically make. And, you know, with 10 of Swords, it's more of your strategy, your way of thinking. So I think you're starting to see more parts of yourself that just has taken a while for you to admit. You know, we've all been there where it just takes us time maybe to hear it from other people or see it time and time again. And it's like, man, I did that thing again, you know, and we're very cyclical. We're very cyclical beings, and it happens that way. You know, 5 of Pentacles, a lot of us were struggling financially. We were kind of down in the dumps, feeling like, you know, is my prosperity going to change? And yes, it will, because right on the other side, we have 6 of Swords, where some of you are going to be traveling, some of you are going to be moving, some of you are going to cast away the things that no longer serve you, like the original. There are some swords that are casted out in the image. In this case, it's birds. So you're going to take 3 things out, and you're going to keep 3 things in. So really think of that in the near future. That's what's going to help you do inventory of what to really keep close to you and what just has to go. You know, give it to God. You know, give it to that gratitude, being thankful that what's done is done. 9 of Swords is in the ground. Excellent, excellent placement. And I tell you why, because it means that you're done with anxiety. You're done with the worry, you're done with the crying, you're done with you know, feeling like down in the dumps, like this is it, that devastation, that despair, like you all have gone through that process, at least some of you have, and good for you. Because in order to pick yourself up and to move, sometimes we have to move out of the environment altogether. It's not always so, but for some people, it's needed. It's needed to, you know, get a makeover, get a new set of friends, get a new set of environment, and it can really change you. Not seeing my chat just kind of froze, so I wanted to be sure I'm like all up to date. Awesome. So what's coming to you is Six of Pentacles. You know, the universe, God, however you want to see it, is coming to bring you an opportunity and bringing you further abundance. So you're definitely going to get some cash flow, some recognition, an award, a certification, just a form of completion, not like entirely completed, but just enough of you to get that good job that you know that you're on the right track, that you're on the right path to make that travel. You know, how you see it is Four of Pentacles. You want to hold shit tight. Don't do that. I know, I'm not saying for you to splurge and spend, but make sure that you are giving and taking, giving and taking. Don't hoard. Don't hold on to things for dear life. It's not the way. It's not the way for you to feel open. You're gonna even close down even harder. And nah, you ain't gonna grow to 7 if you're just holding on to 4. Like, come on, you're gonna have to like trust. You're gonna have to really like get out of your head with the swords and thinking like it's always gonna be this way. It's always gonna be bad. It's always gonna be some economic collapse. So, you know, the lovers, think of love, think of the choice of love. Think of the type of partnerships that you have, not just with spouses, with business partners, collaborations, your community, but, you know, hands down to the spouses, you know, those beautiful partners that are helping you through business, that are encouraging you to grow, that call you out in your stuff, you know, that send you that love, that give you that patience, that support. Finding that inner love in yourself, parenting yourself, nurturing yourself in that way with love on what you're pursuing. That's what's going to take you there. Not this like fear, hoard mongering attitude. No. 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 The Knight of Pentacles. I mean, you're going to have to get a little fiery with your money. I'm not saying splurge. I'm saying like find quality, like get a new outfit that's gonna make you feel wealthy, that's gonna make you feel secure in the room. You know, if you've been like diligently putting money aside to get more equipment, now's the time to do it. Like get those things that is gonna set you apart from maybe the arena of what you're working on. Looking into ads, looking into AI platforms, looking into, oh my God, there's just so much. Look at collaborations or groups that are a part of this certification that you're working on, associations, private clubs. Like that's where you can invest the Knight of Pentacles by being fiery, being a little bit more bold, more ambitious than you normally are. And at the end of the day, it says 4 of Wands. It says to have fun. So don't forget to celebrate. Don't forget to remember why you're doing all of this. And that's for me too. Like, just don't forget why you do the things that you do, and embarking that joy, that celebration, that carefreeness, that free-spirited part of you. And my name is Fedra. I'm doing a collective reading for the new moon in Gemini. If you're just getting in, please like and subscribe to boost me into the algorithm. Moving up to getting to 500. 500! I did get a request to do some angel cards, so I'm going to do that later for 8-Bit Mike, who's on the moderating. Say hello to him. I got 5 people watching, so I hope I'm going to get 5 likes. Ooh, I got 6 likes already. Oh, yeah. Let's go. Let's get another 6 more. Let's keep it coming. I always like when I see the little likes. I'm like, I'm doing something right then, right? You guys got to tell me. I need some feedback. Or put me in the chat. I can't even see it. Give me a second. Well, I do leave for Vegas on Thursday. Nice, Nick. All right, you better feel lucky. So jealous of the kratom. You know what? I got 6 views. Yay. Okay, let's get into this goddess energy. This beautiful, divine, feminine energy in Gemini. Come on, Mike. You need to say in the chat, you know, what's so great about Geminis? You guys got so much talent. Aw, Kuan Yin's here. I love Kuan Yin. That is like one of my ideal deities. I have a whole altar for Kuan Yin right next to Jesus, by the way. I'm going to pray for you, Nick Rosario. If you're still here, I'm going to pray for you for Vegas. Maybe you'll win some. I know that's like a hit or a miss chance, but it's amazing when you do win. Okay, Shakti energy. Look at that, right off the bat. Shakti, transformation. Wonderful change is afoot in your life when the Hindu goddess Shakti comes to support you. All your longing, desire, and focus on something better in your life, coupled with your willingness to do the work, has ignited the life force energy of the great goddess. She responds now to bring you your heart's desire. Know that now is the perfect time to move into the highest version of yourself. Pretty much. Thank you, Michael. I approve that message wholeheartedly. Are you ready for this change you so badly wanted? Everything depends on how honest and clear you have been and how willing you are now to explore other ways of being authentic in the world. You have the magical feminine divine energy of the creator goddess Shakti to help you when you become open to do things differently. You are stepping into your destiny. Do so wisely and without guilt. You will be amazed at the way your world awakens with breathtaking beauty. Sometimes people and situations come into your life as the kind of change agents that turn your life upside down. What you thought was real and expected is challenged by someone else's perspective or behavior, which you have no control over. This can be painful and deeply confusing, but the creator goddess Shakti wants to offer you her guidance. Can you see how everything that is off balance is serving you now? Helping to open old wounds so they can finally heal. You know you are seeking this change, this magical metamorphosis for a better life for you and your loved ones. Right now, your alignment task is to love that part of yourself that sabotages your efforts to move forward. Love the insecure you, the one that is jealous, the one that sees not enough when the world is full of potential. Life loves you. The feminine aspect of the universe, the great goddess herself, all your angels, amen, and your guides and helpers remind you that you came here as a spiritual being, learning to co-create the world anew. I mean, do I even need to do any more cards than that? That was like a whole amen right there. We'll keep going though. I'm just kidding. I'm gonna keep going. Mat, which is truth. Mundas music. There is a great power in telling the truth and allowing it to lead you to higher ground. It's only when we refuse to see the reality of a situation that we lose our power to co-create for the highest good. The Egyptian goddess Mat comes to remind you that if you are willing to do a fearless self inventory and live authentically with rigorous honesty, it will lead you to great success in all areas of your life. Being completely transparent with others, although it might at first feel too vulnerable, is exactly what you need to do now. When you do this, you will be flooded with the power to claim and experience a new freedom and a new happiness that will pour over your life like a wild, sweet honey. Your life is exactly where it needs to be. This is a wonderful time of empowered choice. You are doing all the right things if you follow the invitation of Mat to live fearlessly in truth. As the arbiter of balance and divine order, she reminds you of the great value of this way of being. The law of karma states that everything comes into balance sooner or later. So trust that in the greater story of your life, all wrongs will get righted. The goddess Mat appears with her scales of justice to remind you that you are seeing only one moment in time. The balance of events tips both ways until it comes into coherence with the harmony of the universe. Why, thank you, Michael. But let us focus on the fearless self-inventory, not my lovely outfit. Thank you, dear. But that's very sweet. Thank you. Regardless of this natural rebalancing, it's time to speak up if you see injustice in your world. Mat says in order for you to be truly free, everyone must be free. Aho. She offers you the alignment task of considering where you might have hurt someone else and how your unconscious projection of how the world should be may have set up for a transgression, even if you are innocent. This is a time of great unraveling, and nothing meaningful will be accomplished without some effort. Another message for you now is to see behind the words of others, especially when you feel they may be withholding truth or acting without awareness. It's important not to enable this. Tell the truth with as much love as you can, even though denial may be swept away in an awkward moment and everyone feels exposed. It's an important way to move forward with compassion. The goddess Mat reminds you that she is a champion for those willing to course correct and gives you her full support. The last bit of kratom, it hurts. Kuan Yin. Compassion is what's needed right now to help you release perfectionism and defensivism. The purpose of compassion is to help reduce suffering in the world, so be mindful not to judge yourself or others too harshly. The purpose of compassion is to help reduce suffering in the world, so be mindful not to judge yourself or others too harshly as you stumble through life's obstacle course. In fact, tuning in to the energy of compassion and kindness almost instantly eradicates the stirred up energy of controlling thoughts and knee-jerk behaviors. The Chinese goddess of compassion, Kuan Yin, gently nudges you to ask yourself this question: what would kindness do in this situation? If you approach everything with that in mind, you will discover solutions and new paths unfolding before you. In fact, living with compassion as your guide really changes everything, right down to the products you buy and the food you eat. Today, make kindness a priority. The world will be a better place, and you will feel amazing as you see the miracles light up where you least expect them. Hello, Witness Kin. Are you feeling overwhelmed by all the suffering in the world and you can't imagine how you can make a difference? Do you feel hopeless over how we treat nature and each other? The goddess Kuan Yin knows that this is an important time of reckoning and reordering, but wants you to be careful not to fall into a pit of despair. If you allow the media to fill your head with a constant barrage of what's wrong in the world, you will become numb and unable to move. It's pretty accurate. The good news is in your alignment task. First, focus your mind locally. Your choice is not to save the whole world, but to bring your attention to where you can help. Even the smallest step toward a greater compassion is huge. Educate yourself about cultural issues and be better and more conscious and sensitive about your choices. Lend a helping hand to someone in need, volunteer your time, and choose one act of random kindness daily to help alleviate suffering. Do what you can and make that count. Always ask in your work, your relationships, and in your community, how will what I do serve others well? Remember, if you don't get it right, you can always course correct. With commitment, you will add more beauty to the world. Everyone is learning right now, and Kuan Yin reminds you to be kind to yourself too, as you accept your role in birthing in a new world into being. Oh, that is beautiful. I do a lot of local work here in Brandon and Tampa, Florida. A lot of my services are there, and although I may be advertising it here and you're not local in Florida, that is really the message that I wish to convey to you. Whatever your gift or service is, start with your local community. But we really can change a lot very quickly if we were to consider our locals, our neighbors, our family, extended family. Ellen of the Ways. Patterns. Have you noticed patterns in your life that lead to positive experiences? Developing positive habits introduces new patterns into the fabric of reality and will support your dreams as they take form in the material world. It takes awareness and discipline to make this happen, but you can do it. It's time to allow the experience of a new happiness if you do. Ellen of the Ways, the Celtic goddess of patterns and paths, will show you a new way to your dreams. All manner of miracles are possible. Now is also the time to build bridges across any divides with others that have temporarily separated you. Your path is clear, and the way you'll be shown as you make new choices of your life with the goddess known as Ellen of the Ways as your happy guide. Familiar patterns showed up when you fall asleep as the wheel of your life, or when you expect things to be a certain way out of habit. Whatever conditions are reoccurring for you right now, you are being invited to see them as an opportunity to move beyond the limits of your expected disappointment or habitual behavior. If you do what you have always done, then you can expect the same patterns to continue. If you don't want to repeat a lesson or find yourself back on the same path with the same people and the same conditions and results, then you must choose to think, do, and be differently. The goddess known as Ellen of the Ways offers this alignment task. Make a commitment to change your way and choose to allow for new paths to be explored. It's time to take a look at your need to always wonder if the other shoe will drop and how you remain in familiar territory, although you're not content. Ellen will show you the way out. You just need to want to follow. Yeah, you can't really have change if you really don't want it. Then it's not going to happen. Beautiful. So this energy of the new moon in Gemini, we have transformation, your truth, compassion, and noticing these patterns. If you've been liking everything so far, in the chat and also pinned at the top is my Venmo. $5 even can go a long way. Any donations you bring or give is helping me on this channel. I really appreciate it. And if you don't got it, you don't got it. But please definitely give me a thumbs up, maybe share the replay, and definitely subscribe. I'm really trying to get to 500 subscribers, so please support the channel. 8-Bit Mike requested the Dorian Virtue Angel Therapy. Although this is a collective reading, it's kind of for Mike as well. But let me take out some water. If you're viewing, don't forget to hydrate wherever you are. It's good. Really, I get always so happy when you guys subscribe. You have no idea. I count each one. I'm like, oh my God, I'm almost there. I think technically I need 158, I think. And that's the first tier, guys. I've been going at this for almost a year. September will be a year on YouTube. So all of you truly help. You help me get there. Each and every live, each and every video. So I really, really humbly thank you. And I love doing these readings. So help me make this a possibility. All right. What do the angels want us to know on the new moon? All right, Michael. I hope you're listening. Okay. You don't use Venmo, Nick. Oh no! What are we gonna do? Well, I do Zelly as well, and I can send you that. But you can subscribe and you can like the channel and share it to someone that you think could, utilize this reading. To me, that is more than money, quite honestly. So thank you for your honesty. And I definitely respect your preference when it comes to these payment platforms. I swear when I do my services in tarot and sound healing and Reiki, like I always have to have all of them. And I feel kind of like a salesperson. It's like, you want to do Zelle, you want to do Cash App, you want to do Venmo, you want to do PayPal. What do you need? What do you need? What do you need? And it's like, ugh, okay. So I get it. It's just having our information everywhere, right? Well, to segue into that, the angels are telling us that we need to shield ourselves. I know that probably is very self-explanatory, but it is saying to protect yourself from harsh or fear-based energies by envisioning a healing light surrounding you in any color that you wish. This is about really protecting what you're listening to, getting more aware of that. When you're around chronic complainers, when you're around, people that are constantly arguing, it's about removing yourself at times, so you're not absorbing it, that you're not taking the brunt of that. Really thinking about what kind of food you're eating, how are you feeling when you're eating, like are you rushing into it, are you just being in that negative state, and to start to really think about protecting yourself overall. Listen to your intuitive feelings. Your body is receiving accurate messages from the divine. So that inner voice that's telling you not to have cake and rather hydrate, or that inner voice that's saying for you to take that walk and go in the sunlight, that inner voice that's saying get back to that hobby of yours that gives you that joy, that's all parts of you to really respect and cultivate more. Your third eye chakra, some of you are really activating, or that you're improving more of your premonition and your cognition in the higher realms. The angels are saying it is safe for you to see the energy of love in all of its forms, such as angels, auras, and visions, and not to go from fear. Remember also, and you can see this in the Bible as well, but in other scripture as well, remember that God, the universe, gave us free will. So they cannot intervene unless you welcome it. So always remember that as you're observing, premonition, not to go from fear. I normally do pray for Archangel Michael to always be on these readings to guard the energy here. So Archangel Michael stepped in. So I'm not surprised that he's in this reading, and very blessed for it. You're working very closely with this powerful Archangel who's protecting and guiding you through this situation. So if many of you are not open to angels, or you are, just please know that Archangel Michael is here among us and is in protection. And last but not least, not going to be the favorite for Michael, but it is something that I recently experienced, which was eating healthier, vegetarian and vegan. Fresh, organic fruit, vegetables give you a boost of high life force energy, which elevates you into a spiritual frequency. Now, before you guys hoot and holler, okay, I want you to think about really trying a more of a lighter diet. This is where, you can think about lentils, light pasta, but with veggies, fruit. Sweet potatoes are amazing. Mixing in like cauliflower, potato, celery, carrots. Oh my God, in like a broth, it's just amazing. Really, really good nutrient, dense food is going to give you more of that energy. And it seems like some of y'all need to get back to eating the good, lighter food, especially in the summer. That's really not hard to do if you make more of fruit and nuts and a little bit of cheese as like your snack throughout the day. It's something to think about, but the cards don't lie. I'm telling you, the angels never tell you what you want to hear. Everyone's always like, oh, yay, I want the angels. Yeah, the angels aren't nice. I sometimes think they slap you harder than any other deck here. So we have to protect more of our energy, really see the environments we're in, eat healthier. All right, let's go into Moonology. I brought out the newer deck because I don't bring it out as much. I'm always using this one because I love it. But hey, we need some new energy with this Gemini. We need something lighter. right? And if you are in the Florida area, on Tuesday, I'll be in Ybor doing tarot readings in person, but I can also do them virtually over the phone or Zoom. I'll be in Ybor on Tuesday, the 16th. Yes, from 7 to 11. So contact me by email, DM me on Instagram if you want to do this virtually. If you're in person, come and have a kratom or kava with me, and we can do this privately, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour. And then on Thursday, I'll be at the Bay in Brandon. And Wednesday, the 17th, we're doing the 369 Sound Circle in Brandon at the Bay Kava Lounge. And that is a specific, beautiful sound circle for the divine masculine. We are celebrating all the men for Father's Day, for celebrating brothers, sons, uncles. It's going to be really beautiful. So if you are in the area and you want to express, sing, play an instrument, definitely need to be there. I think this might be our largest sound circle yet, and I'm so excited. I am considering to do a live stream. I haven't really decided yet, just because there may be a lot of people, but I think it might be kind of cool. You guys might want to see that. Let me know in the chat if you would want to see how that would sound. Yeah, one of these cards definitely resonates for me. I already got it in my own reading that I need to slow things down. I need to rest more. Nothing slows you down by getting sick, right? But you tell people and you tell people that you need to slow down, and they don't listen to you until it happens. So thank you for all the shout outs of the events. Yep, it's been why eating healthy and staying healthy is just so important when you are really putting things out into the universe and being of service. It is a level of responsibility, definitely. So protection. This is one of the most auspicious cards in the deck because it's sending you a very powerful message that you're protected. In other words, whatever happens next, the Divine Mother, often symbolized by the moon, is looking after you. It may be that someone is actively working against you now, or perhaps at the moment you simply have quite tough astrological influences that you need to counteract. This card is a reminder that the Divine Mother takes care of her children and will take care of you now. See, so that's another validation here about protection and shielding. Sometimes we do have to watch the people that are around us because they may be smiling, but it ain't genuine, unfortunately. Her children will take care of you now. It's as though there is an invisible force field or shield around you, making sure you're safe as you move through a challenge or a difficult time. Whatever is happening now is most certainly happening for your highest good, so trust in that knowledge and go with the process as much as you can. Your current dilemma may even have something to do with your life purpose. What you came here to achieve in this incarnation. Maybe your question doesn't feel that big, however, it could be bigger than you realize. You are safe. Make your mantra, I am safe and all is well. I am safe and all is well. Say it with me, guys. I am safe and all is well. You're being divinely guided and you will be the winner. The divine is on your side. Moonstone. Love moonstone. My ring right here. It's like an anime. Totally. Totally, I would do that. Hmm. The heart wants what the heart wants. Slow it down. The heart wants what the heart wants, and it wants it when it wants it, but timing isn't always right. Maybe you want something before the other person is ready for it, or vice versa. Suffice to say that you may need to slow things down. This isn't just about patience, it's about actively slowing down. Stop pushing too hard. Be strong and shine your light. Focus on what you want and not on what you don't want. I want to play more guitar. That's what I want. I want to play more guitar. And I don't want to work. Or I don't want to work too hard. Can anybody feel with me right now? Can you feel me? I gotta stop being too funny. All right, stop pushing too hard. Be strong and shine your light. Focus on what you want and not on what you don't want. You're stronger than you know. The situation you're asking about is fertile. Be graceful as you wait without trying to force anything or anyone. Oh, sweet baby Jesus, you know what I'm talking about, Michael? So help me. Trying to rush a person or situation isn't likely to work out for you right now. So do what you can to take a step back. Oh, baby Jesus. You might like to hold a moonstone while you meditate. Oh, I sure will need to help you stay patient and allow events to unfold. Yeah, you better be laughing. You better be laughing right now. Woo! This is a sublime feminine stone that has strong associations with the moon. Explore your goddess energy. Stay strong and centered in your own power instead of dissipating your energy, focusing on what you can't control. Amen. Additional meanings is pregnancy or birth. Some people are getting pregnant. Love is coming into your life. Talk to a female mentor. Calm down. I don't like when a man tells me to calm down, and I don't like when the cards are telling me to calm down. I'm a listen though. Breathe out and relax. Oh my God. This is so true. I worry about things I can't control. I hear you, Mike. You seeing me react right now. Like I'm not calling out what I'm gonna be talking about, but the subject is known here in these cards. It's incredibly uncomfortable right now when you are being told to slow down and you have an expectation, like you have a certain quality of things that you want to come out because you care and because, you've only been working on it for 3 or 4 years, like you just, you know what I mean? Yeah. Knowledge, drawing down the moon. Knowledge. Gemini is all about knowledge. They love searching for knowledge. There are some things we know because we learned them the old-fashioned traditional way. And there are some things we know because we intuit them instinctively on an energetic level. Drawing this card suggests that you're wiser than you know, but that to answer your question, you will need sacred knowledge that can't be found in a book or online. You are therefore advised to go within and call the goddess to you. Channel her thoughts and then journal about your experience. If you have a favorite goddess you like to work with, call her in. Alternatively, explore which goddesses appeals to you and call her in by asking her to come to you in meditation. or simply close your eyes and ask, which goddess wants to come to me? However you do this process, ask the goddess to transmit the information you need. Whatever this card appears, it also is a reminder to stay on track with your moon practices, set intentions at the new moon, where we're at now, and also to release them on the divine full moon. The goddess is with you. Embody your spirituality. You don't yet have all the answers you need. Step into your wisdom and let the moon be your guide. And changes. Quicksilver moon. Nothing stays the same forever. If you want change, rejoice. Woohoo! If you're clinging on to a situation that may well have run its course, however, then this card is a gentle suggestion to release your grip. Nothing about your situation is currently firmly fixed. That can be a good thing, so stay open. Keep your eyes peeled for signs as well. In particular, notice the next song you hear. Is there a message in it for you about your question? If you're not happy about your situation, the good news is that change is afoot, so don't give up. What seems stuck now could be far more flexible quite soon. If you're hoping to change the course you're on now, this is a sign that you can, so take action. If the idea of change worries you, try to have a little faith in the universe. Set the intention that whatever happens, next is happening for your highest good. The fact that nothing lasts forever is a part of this card's message. Events are moving. Change may be inevitable now. Expect good things. You'll get your answer very soon. Ask a wise woman for advice, and don't cling to the past. So that's already 2 validations for people to ask for guidance from a mentor. So that's pretty interesting as well. Again, my name is Phaedra. Thank you guys for watching my moon tribe for this new moon in Gemini. I'm going to probably do one more pull, and then I'm going to go rest. I'm pulling a romantic deck. So I need you guys to give me some romantic energy if you got some questions about your love life during this new moon. Put in that energy now. I need to know. Wow, I got 10 likes. That's awesome, guys. Keep sending me a like. It's boost me into the algorithm. And subscribe. Subscribe. Look at that. So I can get to 500. All right, what does the collective need to know about their love life? Is there a love life? How are they moving? They're gonna meet someone. Someone's getting pregnant. Someone's getting married. What's going on? Oh. Love yourself first. Well, damn. Pay attention to the red flags. Okay. Past life relationship. Well, we kind of already knew that. Deception. Woo-wee. Okay. I wasn't expecting that. Someone is wearing a false mask in this relationship. Ooh. You better look out for that one. Well, in Gemini, remember they're twins. So they're not always accurate on their honesty. I'm going to read what they say. The fine print is very, very tiny, like super tiny. But it says someone is wearing a false mask in this relationship. So there's some deception for all of you. Some of you. You'll know it though. Past life relationship. You have known each other before. Pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. Yep, you gotta be detached in order to see those patterns. Or you have to pray on to God and ask God and the angels to show you directly the person's patterns. It'll just show it for itself. I promise you. Love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. And how do you practice self-respect, guys? The one thing that Fedra always loves to talk about? That's right, boundaries. That's my TED Talk. Oh my God, I literally opened up to it. See? Cards want to be spoken. So love yourself. If you desire more romance, first look at yourself in a caring and non-critical way, of course. I'm going to say it again to you, Michael, so you can be paying attention. If you desire more romance, first look at yourself in a caring and non-critical way, of course. The more you love who you are, the greater your capacity to feel loved by others. This means trusting yourself to take good care of you, and it may entail becoming more assertive. Don't worry, you can still be very lovable while affirming your boundaries. Perhaps this means spending some time alone instead of in a relationship. During this period, you can delve into introspection to understand the patterns of your love life. Ultimately, you can take responsibility for attracting and agreeing to every relationship you've had. To heal your heart, finding the blessing and lessons you've gained more each one. Have a good night, Nick. Thanks for joining us. For instance, have you become stronger, more independent, or more patient as a result of your prior partnerships? If so, let everything else from the past go except for the lessons and the love. This card emphasizes the importance of loving yourself first, especially as you prepare for your next relationship or heal the one you're in. As you gain self-respect, you'll begin attracting more loving people into your life. This will lead to healthy friendships and romances based upon mutual respect. Pay attention to the red flags. The romantic angels sent this card to help you notice the unhealthy or disconcerting parts of your relationship. If you are swept up in a new romance, this card serves as a cautionary warning. Pay attention to your feelings and impressions with regard to your new suitor. Don't allow emotion to blind you to characteristics or habits that won't work for you in a relationship. You're just wasting time. A red flag is a sign that something is off. It can include an indication of dishonesty, disrespect, flirtation with others, substance abuse, or lack of integrity. While your new love interest may treat you wonderfully well in the beginning of your relationship, it's vital that you watch how or she treats others. Someone's basic character is revealed by the way in which he or she talks and acts with restaurant staff, valet parking attendants, and other miscellaneous individuals. If you're in an existing relationship, these red flags may signal a need for an honest mutual discussion or couples counseling. This card doesn't necessarily guide you to leave a relationship. Just red flags can be markers along the path of healing. The romantic angels will guide you to take steps that are healthy for everyone involved. So do follow your intuition. The romantic angels sent you this card to explain the relationship you've inquired about. You have unfinished business in a connection with a soulmate from a past lifetime. This may involve forgiving someone, a joint project, or learning personal lessons such as patience. Soulmates recognize each other instantly, and this feeling is often registered as a sense of romantic or sexual chemistry. The magnetism that draws two people together can surpass logic. Because the purpose of the relationship is healing and learning, whether or not your soulmate becomes your life partner, you'll experience personal and spiritual lessons and growth as a result. Past life regressions can also help you uncover the answers you seek. I've already learned the lesson and I've already forgiven. There's no unfinished business. There is no business. Deception. This card is a loving nudge for you to beware of deception within a relationship. This could involve something mild, such as a run-of-the-mill relationship. This could involve where your partner is afraid of offending you by sharing true feelings. Perhaps you're the one wearing the mask because you aren't disclosing something to your partner. Deep down, you know that this card pertains to. The romantic angels are trying to protect your heart. Please say this invocation either silently or aloud. Romance angels, I asked that you give me very clear guidance that I can easily notice and understand, to reveal the truth about the situation to my conscious awareness. Then notice and trust the signs that follow. This card is also a reminder to you about the importance of being genuine with your partner. Although discussing your true feelings may be uncomfortable, it will improve your relationship on many levels. Maybe some of you are going to be more open during this time, especially Gemini, and that you'll be able to open up in ways that you never thought possible. And it doesn't have to be a romantic relationship, even though I've pulled that. It could also be deep friendships and family. That's beautiful. It's difficult, but it's totally possible. Well, it doesn't feel complete, does it? I think I'm going to pull my Crow Tarot, and then we can call it a night. Again, you guys won't see me until July 14th for the new moon in Cancer. Definitely write down on the calendar or press the bell when you subscribe to get all the notifications when I go live. January M5C. I am a conductor. I'm a conductor in music. I'm a sound healer. I conduct in frequency. But no, I would not want to be in any factory. Thank you, though. Oh, that popped out, so we're definitely taking that. Oh, 8 of Swords. You can definitely like and subscribe, January, and keep in touch with me. High Priestess. Yeah, we're all intuitive here. Yep. That 8 of Spear, that 8 of Spears, 8 of Swords. Blindfolded, going into trust. Really seeing what is all around you. Really going within. Again, kind of ignoring all the noise around you. Feeling trapped. High Priestess. Using the intuition using the hidden knowledge from above and below. Doing 4 of Wands, meeting of the minds, meetings, collaborations, almost romantic. I'm feeling romantic. I'm feeling like coffee dates, long talks into the night. Ooh, that's spicy. I can dig that. I can dig that. Ace of Wands, someone's gonna have some beautiful ideas, new ways of thinking, new ways of expressing. And 6 of Wands, someone's gonna stand out of the crowd. Someone's gonna shine and kind of go against the grain a little bit. Stand out a little bit more. That's what we need. We need to be more bold. Take in this beautiful Gemini energy and communicate. Find different forms of communication. Yeah, that's the crow tarot, so it's all gonna be crows. They're always different themes. Well, everyone, I'm gonna call it. I think I'm very complete. Missed you all. Hope you take in this beautiful Gemini season, the rest of it. If you are a father, happy Father's Day to you all. If not, many blessings to your fathers. We'll see if I do the live stream for the 17th for Father's Day, just so press the bell if you see it upcoming. Again, if you want to give any donations, my Venmo link is there in the chat and it's pinned as well. If you'd like a private reading with me, again, whether in person or virtually, I can definitely help. Just send me an email at fedraekris@gmail.com, or you could DM me on Instagram. Yeah, I hope some of this insight, helped. And I will see you all in the next one on July 14th in Cancer. And I send you all so much love. You guys are the best Moon Tribe.